is going on? Are you falling? Can you keep yourself up? Hands to yourself. Respect! Hey guys, welcome back to Grass Life. My name is Yas and I'm going to be your Grass Life guru. So today I thought we could do something really fun and exciting by doing some cooking in Yaz's vegan kitchen. So I got my inspiration for today. Every morning I put a banana in my smoothie and I looked over and I saw these little fellas shriveling up and beginning to die. So I thought we would give them a second life by putting them into something that would be really delicious. Let's look at some recipes online to see what we can make out of these bananas to give them a rejuvenation and some new life, you know. They need to find their forever home, hopefully inside of my stomach. So let's look up some recipes to see what we can make with our almost rotten bananas. Vegan banana bread. That looks like it's gonna take a lot of time and I'm not really about spending a lot of time in the kitchen, so let's keep looking. Wow, everyone's really keen on banana bread, eh? What if some of us don't wanna eat banana bread? Berry banana smoothie. Now that one's too easy because I don't want it to be just putting things into a blender. I do that every morning. Banana peanut butter ice cream. Now that sounds good. Let's look at that one. Oh. It says that the bananas have to be frozen. Again, I don't have time for that. I don't want to wait for it to freeze, so let's pick something else. Banana pancakes. Okay, let's do that one. Let's make some banana pancakes because, you know, there's a song about it and, you know, waking up to banana pancakes, that's always good. 5 servings? Girl, I think you mean 1 serving. Coconut sugar. Coconuts make sugar? I thought they had milk and flakes. So let's get our ingredients together and get the ball rolling on this recipe because I don't have a lot of time. I hate being in the kitchen, hence why I usually just eat tofu and brown rice and falafels. So first up, obviously the star of this dish is going to be our very, very overripe bananas. I don't know if you can see that there, but they're very squishy. They don't really have much sustenance to them. So we're gonna be putting them inside of whatever we're making. One reason why I picked this recipe is because it didn't take a lot of time to make, as well as I didn't want to freeze these bananas. You know, it takes a while for water to crystallize and turn into ice, and I just don't have that kind of time to be sitting around waiting. I hate recipes that tell you to do something in advance to prepare for it. Like, excuse me, you expect me to spend more than 1 day on this? No, I don't think so. Next up, we have some salt for the recipe. Salt is usually added to recipes to kind of really enhance the sweet flavors, give it that nice contrast. I'm not gonna use regular white salt. I'm gonna use some Himalayan pink salt because I thought it would give it a nice romantic pink glow, and who doesn't want romance in the food? I know I do. Buddy, back up. Up next, we have some vanilla extract. Obviously, this isn't the real thing, but it's as close as we're gonna get because I don't want to leave the house to go buy any new ingredients or spend money. So we're just gonna kind of scavenge around and see what we can find at home, and luckily we have this sitting in the fridge. Up next, we got some organic sugar sucre. So I know the recipe did say coconut sugar. I didn't know coconuts had sugar, so we're just gonna use this one. Again, same reason, I don't want to go out to buy more products, especially if you're on a tight budget or you just got paid and you paid off your credit card, you don't got no money left. You know what I mean, girls. And then we have our flour. So the recipe did call for some white bleached flour. I'm not a big fan of that bleached anything, hair. I'm gonna go for some whole wheat flour because, you know, the best things in life are brown, chocolate, whole wheat, a poop. Me. So that's going to be our flour for today. Let's get our milk. Next up, we have some almond milk. The recipe did call for some coconut milk, but again, I didn't have that in my fridge, so we're gonna go with what we have on hand. Now, I drink almond milk every morning, especially fortified almond milk. It's got all of the minerals and vitamins that you need, especially vitamin B12. If you are a vegan, you will not be getting that in your diet every day, unless you eat fortified foods and nutritional yeast. And I'm not gonna be an annoying vegan who tries to lecture you. I'm just going to show you how I live. Hopefully that will rub off on you and it'll encourage you to make some more plant-friendly, eco-friendly nutrition decisions. Back to the almond milk. Drinking almond milk every morning is a little bit tiring and strenuous because you do have to get up quite early to go out and milk the almonds, and sometimes they're not ready to be milked. So, you know, you just gotta let it be. Let the chips fall where they may. Anyways, oh my gosh, I'm coming undone here. Keep it PG-13, yes. And then last but not least, we do have some baking soda. Baking soda and baking powder are not the same thing. One of them, I can't remember which one, I believe it's baking soda, correct me if I'm wrong, has a dry acid component with a base component. So if you add a liquid to it, it does turn it into an acid base component, and it will create CO2 bubbles as well as water to help things rise. Again, I can't remember which one's which, but you cannot use them interchangeably. So if a recipe requires one for that leavening power, then you can't just switch it, you know? You're gonna get flat cake, flat cookies, flat pancakes? Pancakes are flat anyway, so I don't think it really matters here, but I'm just gonna stick to the recipe and go with baking powder. Soda. And then lastly, it does require some olive oil, so we will be adding that to the bowl to give it a nice greasy consistency so it doesn't stick to the pan. So I'm gonna mix all of the ingredients and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. So there is some vanilla extract in here, and since vanilla extract is an alcohol, it kind of smells like vanilla vodka, and girl, let me tell you, that's bringing back some memories that I do not want to remember. Careful, buddy. Careful. Shake it off. So we're gonna be using a fork to mix everything together because a whisk is way too hard to clean. And honestly, I am a little bit lazy and I don't wanna be cleaning that. Give it a check, you know? Like, it looks so pretty. I feel like it's been an hour or two, but we're finally done mixing the dries and the liquids. As you can see, it's very viscous and thick and high in velocity. I'm just trying to sound smart here, trying to impress you all. I'm gonna give it a little bit of a taste because it's egg-free, it's vegan. Honestly, it just tastes like flour. So we have the final finished product here, and it looks kind of like a leather bag. The first one that I made was really kind of dry and crusty, kind of like a wart scab. So I added a little bit of extra liquid and a second banana to the second mixture. Oh, look at that. It's just so ooey gooey warm and And honestly, I haven't had a pancake in a couple years, but this is really good. I can see why people write songs about this kind of thing. Jack Johnson, you know what you're talking about. Sorry for talking with my mouth full. I should probably swallow. Drink, swallow. Thank you guys so much for joining me on this wild, crazy whirlwind adventure on how to turn almost rotten bananas that most people would have thrown out into their compost into an edible food item and give it a forever home in our tummies. Alright, you guys have probably had enough weirdo yas for one day, so I'm gonna let you go. But don't forget to keep on shining and just being you. Peace out, hippies.